Welcome back here inside of City National Arena. Some late night Friday hockey on the docket here tonight. Arizona and UNLV going head to head for game 2 of 2 on the weekend. As always, on the call is myself, Dominic Lavoie, joined by Ryan Gilder and Gildy. A tight one last night, only 3-2, lots of physicality. Could have needed overtime, much like the Vegas Golden Knights earlier today. Arizona had a really late push.
Yeah, very good push by Arizona. And remember, UNLV's their goals came in pretty late in the first period, in the beginning of the second period. After that goal in the beginning of the second period, offense was silent throughout the rest of the night, did not produce another goal. Also, look at shots on net. From the Utah series, Utah was able to outshoot UNLV, but then look at this game. UNLV only outshot Arizona by 1 shot. So definitely want to have a wider margin going into today. That's going to be the key to the game for UNLV.
Definitely, Gildy, a very even split. And even yesterday, UNLV kind of got off to a slow start. They were kind of playing on the back end. There's still north-south hockey, but UNLV really kind of was on the back end of things. And we talked about it last night on the broadcast. It felt like they were kind of dealing with a little bit of ice tilt. And like the ice seemed to be tilted in the direction of Arizona. Arizona skating downhill, UNLV trying to skate uphill, and they just had to break themselves out of the funk. They had a late surge themselves in the first period, 2 goals within the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit of a late surge, but also let's remember tonight, you're gonna have a little bit more crowd excitement. I know yesterday you brought some students over with the shuttle. Tonight, we have 2 different themes nights. First off, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Night. You see a bunch of pink in the crowd, but then other than that, you see a lot of costumes, also Halloween costume night. So watch the crowd really get into it tonight in this matchup against Arizona.
Definitely, Gildy. We're going to kind of keep talking about the Think Pink theme, as you'll notice as well. At the red line in the neutral zone, there is Hockey Fights Cancer cards in there, and players wrote about it. I wrote about it myself. And it's just a really good cause. Some of the players took the warm-up with pink tape on their sticks, and it really benefits Zeta Tau Alpha and raises awareness for Zeta Tau Alpha, the sorority at this game tonight for UNLV, and their philanthropy is Think Pink for breast cancer awareness and research. There's a ticket link this week where if you bought tickets, a portion of the ticket purchase went directly to their philanthropy, and Zeta Tau Alpha donates all of their proceeds that they raise for their philo directly to research and awareness for breast cancer.
Yeah, that's great to hear. That a lot of collaboration. This is what you want to collaborate in for causes like this with great organizations like Zeta 2 Alpha and UNLV Hockey. It's great to see.
And very quickly, as the UNLV Skating Rebels take the ice, we're going to toss it over to Zoe Salas, who stood by with forward Nick Flanders during warmups.
Here with Nick Flanders. Now, Nick, your line this season has been producing really well. What's been working for you guys?
I think the freshmen kind of bring out the young guy in me, so it's just fun to play with fast players. Mason, he's a really strong big kid in the corner, so it makes it easy.
Yesterday's game got pretty physical. What do you think about your team's response to that from last night?
Yeah, I think we got a pretty tough group. We got a lot of big guys on our team, so we like playing a physical game, and we'll play that game all night.
Last question for you. What are you expecting from Arizona tonight?
They're definitely going to come out hard. We got to weather the storm. We got a pretty good crowd here tonight, so we're just trying to put a show on.
Thank you so much, Nick. Dom, Ryan, let's get it back to you.
Thank you for that, Zoe. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups as UNLV takes the ice. First up, the Skating Rebels. Heath Mensch, Caleb Strong, and Luke Burke, the forwards. Defensive pairs, Hunter Mazzillo and Jackson Wyatt, and Vinny Benedetto, the birthday boy, Gildy, getting the nod, starting in the blue paint.
Happy birthday to the Italian goaltender. He likes to let everyone know that he's Italian, and he rightfully is, Vinny Benedetto. Happy birthday to you, Vinny, and best of luck tonight against Arizona.
We'll see if cousin Vinny, can get the W here and get another sweep for UNLV, but the team opposite him looking to not make that happen. The Arizona Wildcats, their starters. Brendan Williams, Tristan Swagger, and Jesse Lowell, the forward lines. Luke Busby and Nick Kioka on the blue line, and Nicholas Sepinen in between the pipes once more, the man fronting the load for Arizona this season. Similar look for Arizona here tonight, besides Brendan Williams, who's slotting in at the left wing position. And Gildy, is going to be a good one. Physicality really picked up last night.
Yeah, one thing that you get out of this Arizona team is consistency. If it's Sepinen, you know that you're going to get 3 goals a night. So you got to know, hey, averages 3 goals given up a night. has an average of 3 goals, and last night he gave up 3 goals. So that's consistency right there as national anthem is about to take place.
We'll see what Sepinen can do, but first the national anthem. Got to go on. Stay with us. UNLV in Arizona just ahead. Anthem is down. As we've been saying a lot tonight so far, Gody, it's just going to be such a fun night. Excited, 9 p.m. puck drop. Not the most, I guess, opportune, but regardless, still going to be a fun one.
And it's still going to be a fun game no matter what. It doesn't matter what time the game is, even if it's midnight, hence next week's midnight game. It's hockey. Both these teams want to play. It doesn't matter what time of day the game's at. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game no matter what. 2 top 15 teams going at it. It's going to be a fun one. Last night was fun. I think tonight's also going to be a lot of fun.
It's always a great day for hockey, no matter what. It's always a great time for hockey. This is not the latest puck drop we're going to have this season. Next Friday night, the midnight game against San Diego State paying us a visit. Last time SDSU was out here last December, we got the ceremonial puck drop with Miss Nevada going on at center ice. Last time SDSU visited us, Gildy, 16-0 win against you, or 16-0 win against SDSU for UNLV in a showcase. Canisius came down, Oregon came down as well. And then they didn't win a lot last year, but they're looking reloaded so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, it all is about adjusting, making adjustments over the offseason. San Diego's one of the newer teams in Division I, so it's going to take some time to adjust, and takes time, as we got 2 ceremonial puck drops tonight, Dom.
Big night here at UNLV. Miss Henderson dropping the second ceremonial puck, and everyone will disperse. We'll peel up the carpets, and we'll get this thing going.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You see UNLV, they're crowding the net right now.
Getting their chant going.
I mean,
and they
expect this one to be gritty, just like last night. Temperatures raised later in the game. First 2 periods were a little bit more civil. Arizona, they don't get into the box, and they also don't commit a lot of penalties. They play a lot of mistake-free hockey, and that's the reason why they're able to keep the game close throughout the game.
We've touched on a lot, the physicality. Lots of guys really bringing it last night on the Arizona team, and we're expecting much of the same. UNLV never shying away. The linesmen and officials gathering at center ice. And really quickly, Gody, going over, we've been we haven't mentioned it yet, but it's Nevada Day.
Oh, yes, it is Nevada Day. And you're the true Nevada.
Vegas born, as they're still waiting to get it going. I'm going to mention briefly Nevada Day. The Henderson Silver Knights played earlier today at the Dollar Loan Center against the Ontario Reign. Unfortunately, they lost 4-1. 3 p.m. puck drop. Connor Bedard visited in town. I was just at T-Mobile Arena for that
you
game.
got yourself a doubleheader today, Dom.
4-3. Vegas Golden Knights lost. First loss so far this season, but they're officially cemented as the best start to a Stanley Cup defense in NHL history, and they still got a point out of it. So you can't be too mad at that one. Swagger and Strong digging in at center. We're back underway for some late night ACHA action at City National Arena. Arizona getting things going early, gaining the UNLV zone. Working it down though, that pass is picked off, fed up. Taken through center. Now Burke, Mensch touches that one on for Strong. Back over to Mensch, can't settle that saucer pass down from Strong below the goal line. Mensch looking, that pass rings off of the body of Brendan Williams. Fed down low by Burke for Mensch, picked up. Sent on out, stopped up by Burke, gloved down by Alec Johnson. Back for Burke. Burke can't dance his way to the slot, or to the outside, I should say. Jesse Lowell picks up a loose puck and gains the red and dumps it in. First minute gone here at City National Arena. Rob McCollum plays it up for Cole Wyatt, plays it around. Bradley Gallant hops on that one. Gallant looking, rink wide feed off the wall for Johnson. Max Johnson plays it down low. Gallant can't skate his way through traffic. Cole Wyatt picks it up. Puck kicks up. Back down in play. Cole Wyatt going for a skate now. Up top for Dalmonte. Dalmonte shot through traffic, blocked in front. Rebound kicks out. Puck is forced to neutral ice and stabbed on by Fisher. Took a spill. UNLV still with possession. Puck tipped in by Cole Wyatt. He'll give pursuit. Max Johnson in on the forecheck on Fisher. Johnson wrestles that puck away. Johnson puts one on. Kicked away from the net. Dalmonte settles it down from the point, plays it down low. Max is in on that. Max Johnson turns one on, stick save, turns another one on, another stick save. Kelly settles it down in front. Steered away by Sepinen. Kelly can't get all of that one. Puck takes a weird kick off the glass. Dalmonte through traffic, kicked away by Hunter Hodgson. Mason Kelly pressed up against the wall. Kelly skates it out. Rand picks it up. Rand lets a shot go through traffic. Tipped way up into the high glass. Hodgson plays that one through and then whacked out of the zone by Walker. Down 200 feet. UNLV's going to have to recover. And Gildy, pretty good showing from UNLV so far, just over 2.5 innings.
Yeah, UNLV's had a good job keeping the puck in the offensive zone and doing a good job when the puck's in neutral ice, not giving Arizona much opportunities.
Kelly moving on in, puts one onto the slot, loose puck, everyone's digging for it. Puck skips through the blue paint, still down low. Kelly soccers it along to himself off the back of the net. Out front, and that's going to be picked up by Ari Rossi, who plays it up ice. UNLV back with possession. Here's Jackson White. D-to-D pass. Now here's Mazzillo. Hunter Mazzillo dances his way through. Mazzillo dipping the shoulder, driving the net. Save made by Sepinen. Good individual effort by Mazzillo to headman that rush. Daniel Fisher now down low. Plays that one to the open ice. Mazzillo pinches. Sends that one back in deep, and he'll give chase. He's in on Josephson. Josephson and Mazzillo careen to the ice. Jackson Wyatt keeps it at the half wall. Wyatt plays it rink wide. So down by Smith in the corner, who plays it down low. Hops over the stick of Fisher. Falig's in on that one. Falig in the corner, up top for Wyatt. Jackson Wyatt shot through traffic, blocked away by Sepinen. Puck settled down again by Rossi, who flips that one down. Arizona's gonna get some fresh legs.
Yeah, great job by UNLV, be able to control the puck and get it into the offensive zone, because by the time Arizona's even gained the puck, they have to dump it into the other side of the ice because they gotta get a line change.
Falig tips that feed in from Johnson. Fresh legs coming out for UNLV. That's Kioka behind his own cage. He'll survey the ice. He'll quarterback traffic. On the half wall, flipped off the wall, stopped up by Strong. Here, Strong feeds it across, rink wide feed, broken up, intended for Burke. Burke now back up top, picked off there by Malco. Now Malco mishandles that puck Alec Johnson spins away from pressure, and he's going to start this one. Johnson plays that one back in his own end. McCollum around his own cage under pressure and leaves that one. Alec Johnson takes a bump. Now Luke Burke off the wall for Strong. Strong gain in the red. Can't feed that one rinked wide. Stopped up by Brendan Williams, and here comes Arizona with numbers. Williams settles that one down low. Loses possession. Brian Erickson now in the corner, stapled to the glass, loses the puck. Played up to the point. Hodgson with a shot through traffic, misses that one wide. Now at the near wall, fed back down low. Arizona working down low. Puck skips out. Now here's Ryan Fisher, D-to-D for Hodgson. Return pass to Fisher in his own end. Plays that one up off the wall. Picked up by Del Monte through the wickets of Cole Wyatt. Sepinen's out to play that one. Max Johnson giving pursuit. Wyatt feeds one on again. Cole Wyatt, good position. Misses the net wide on that quick pass. Gallant tripped up, no call. We have a delayed penalty actually. Back official seeing that one. UNLV with the extra attacker on, that's Rand. Now Max Johnson shaking off pressure from Hodgson. Peeling back. Johnson feeds Ford. Ford from the dot. Steps in. Feeds one rink wide. Oh, Wyatt jams that. Everyone whacking at him. They score. Tristan Rand. Looks like the man to score the goal. Getting down and dirty right in front of Sepinen, and UNLV with the early lead. 1-0.
Play a little bit of ping pong there. The winner of it was Tristan Rand, was able to get the final whack at the puck. Put it in the back of the net. Rebels up 1-0.
Tristan Rand finding his way on the score sheet once again, and just like Nick Flanders mentioned pregame with Zoe Gildy, just the young guys on his line just finding ways to score no matter what.
I'm sure it wasn't the hardest opportunity even last night as well, but he was able to cash in on it. Too many times you've seen the ACHA players, they whack at it even though it's really close to the net and it's an open net, they somehow miss it. Rand has been making use of his opportunities.
And UNLV still going to the power play per ACHA rules, scoring on a delayed penalty. Doesn't wipe the power play away like in the NHL and the professional leagues. So UNLV, newfound 1-goal lead, plus a power play. That's going to be on Brendan Williams awaiting the official sentence. And UNLV, with all the momentum now, starting it in on their first possession in the zone. Strong dances below the goal line. Heath Mensch, that hops over his stick. And Josephson sends it down 200 feet and gets some stick taps. Fresh penalty killing unit out there for Arizona. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Now here's Rob McCollum. Through center, drop pass for Mensch. Mensch bobbles that puck, kicks it back to himself. Off the wall. And out. It looks like the penalty is going to be on Williams for a trip. Now a minute gone just about. And an offsides on UNLV. Not too many looks so far, just not the cleanest zone entries, about 1 for 2 on clean zone entries, and when they did get in the zone, just turn it over down low and just sent right back out.
Yeah, and if you look at the shot total now, 6-0 UNLV, but Arizona, there's too many times I've seen tonight already in the game. I've seen lack of effort in some plays, and I'll explain them right after the power play, but already gave up a man advantage goal with the delayed penalty.
Fed around for Cole Wyatt. Wyatt down low. Johnson feeds it back out front for Gallant. Can't get all of that one-timer. Wyatt for Del Monte. Rake wide for Cole Wyatt. Back to Jackson. He'll pump. Del Monte. Del Monte steps in, shoots, blocked away. Loose puck in front. Whacked out again. Loose. That skips through the blue paint. Sepinen sprawling, loses his goal stick. He gets a player stick from Jesse Lowell. Puck clears his own. Sepinen ditches the player twig and grabs his paddle back. He'll dispose of it in the corner. 10 seconds to go on the Williams penalty. UNLV finally getting good chances. They're trying to get one more rush going here. Tristan Rand, the goal scorer, busting up the wing. Pulling up. Leaves that one off. Berry Picks it up in stride. Barry turns one on, knocked out in front. Kelly puts one just north of the crossbar. Mason Kelly with a chance in the slot, just sails it wide. Kelly and Flanders doing battle in the corner with Overland and Josephson. Flanders comes away with it. Flanders feeds it in the front for Rand. He can't turn it back on. Overland plays it up. That's chipped off the wall and out by Eddie Slack. Flanders leaves that one for his defenseman. Will take it below the cage. UNLV breaking it out. Here's Flanders again up the left wing boards. Feeds that for Rand. Rand looking, shoots into the chest of Sepinen and held for a whistle.
And I was talking about a little bit of lack of hustle. An example that was before the delayed penalty, there was actually an opportunity for icing on UNLV, but the Arizona defender just stopped at the blue line because he thought that the Rebel didn't touch the puck. And I'm pretty sure it was Cole Wyatt went ahead of the blue line, cleared it, was able to wave off the icing, and then that possession resulted in the delayed penalty and the goal. So just little things like that, they matter, and it costed Arizona a goal.
Hockey, the game of inches as always. The little things building to the bigger things. Tyler Shetland up the right wing. Cut into the slot. Shetland lets the shot go. Directed to the high glass. He'll pick up his own rebound. Lets another shot go from the point. Steered aside by traffic in front. Fisher doing battle down low with Fisher. First Fisher on Fisher matchup of the weekend, Gildy.
That's the first one of the weekend. There's a couple of other last names that we'll go over later.
Fed back out in front. Benedetto sprawling to make that save. And Falig's going to pick up this breakout pass and start it out. Doing battle with Shetland, shaking off pressure. Here's Falig. Break it in. Falig cuts outside, gets it knifed away. Picked up by Jackson Wyatt. Wyatt leaves that on for Falig, who switches at the point. Falig was shot through traffic, tipped wide by Daniel Fisher. Daniel down low. Falig doing battle with Hodgson. Falig wins that puck battle. Pressured by Shetland. Falig doing battle against three Wildcat players. Mensch tips that clearance attempt. Mensch still in on that. And now here they come the other way. Shot there, blocked away by Benedetto. Sam Myers under siege at the wall. Swagger comes in to support. Still loose at the kick plate. No one can really get it, and Arizona peels away from it. That could kick out back to the wall, off the wall for Burke. Burke now for Mensch. Mensch plays this one through, pulls up. Mensch takes a hit. Brendan Williams plays that. Can't complete that pass to Lowell, and now here comes Shively. Shively back out front. Turned on by Williams, save made by Benedetto. Puck flipped out, gets as far as a red. Chopped at by Burke, he misses. Shively ties him up. Lowell gets tied up by Del Monte. Puck skips free for Barry. Barry under pressure from Williams. Skates this one up. We got a stoppage, just over 11 minutes gone here, Gildy. 10-2 are the shots.
And we're talking, well, shots are lopsided. That's because UNLV's been controlling the zone time. We're talking about last names a little bit. It all started off in the opening faceoff. I like the Swagger and Strong. I thought that was a pretty fun combination. But yeah, the shots are just a representation of the zone time. I think that the Rebels, you could say, have had 85% of the zone time tonight, and that's how much higher they are in the shot percentage right now.
Column under siege, almost turns it over, picked up in center. At center by Gallant. Gallant rink wide for Wyatt. Wyatt looking. His feed tipped away. Gallant pressed up against the wall. He takes a spill, and he and Josephson are tied up. Gallant picks up the loose puck, wires one as the whistle sounds. Hits the side of the net. We're going to wait to see who's going to be going. Gallant skating away from the box.
Yeah, this penalty should be on Will Josephson. That's because his arm got kind of tied up with Gallant, and he kind of just threw him down, and that's what the officials saw. So this should be
and it is on Josephson.
On Arizona.
And UNLV getting another look on the power play. Haven't connected just yet. They connected on the delayed penalty previously, but they didn't connect on the actual man advantage. And it was the extra attacker, Gildy. It was Tristan Rain who came on, for Benedetto, who came off, and he broke through for UNLV, so extra attacker paying dividends for UNLV tonight. Cole Wyatt feeds Jackson at the point. Now here's Del Monte. Back over to Cole at the half boards. Del Monte, touch pass to Wyatt, one-timer! Pad saved by Sepinen, whacked out of the zone almost by Lowell, only gets as far as the blue. Johnson up for Cole. Now Del Monte for Jackson. Jackson and Del Monte switch. Now here's Del Monte with the puck. Over for Cole at the half boards. One-time drive by Wyatt. Misses the net wide. Del Monte on this loose puck, feeds it up to Jackson. 40 seconds gone just about on the power play. Del Monte takes a rink-wide feed, lets a shot go, blocked aside by Sepinen. Doesn't look like he saw that one. Now Gallant, rink wide, Cole Wyatt. Cole steps in, bobbles the puck, turns away from pressure, feeds it down low. Max Johnson doing battle, Gallant's in for support. Knifed on for Cole. Cole plays it up for Jackson, touch pass for Del Monte. Over a minute gone now. Jackson steps in, passes it for Cole. Now Del Monte stepping in the slot, feeds it down low. Gallant trees one across for Johnson just through the wickets. Good chance there for UNLV. Can't connect. Jackson Wyatt now. Leaves that. Del Monte, he pumps, skates in from the boards, feeds it rink wide for Gallant. Can't connect. Final 30 on this UNLV power play here. Jackson Wyatt steps in, blocked by Lowell. Loose puck picked up by Cole Wyatt, kept in by Del Monte. UNLV really showing off the power play, tipped wide by the stick of Lowell. Final 20 on this power play now. Here's Jackson. Down low, Gallant. Return pass, skips free out of the zone. Final 15 on this power play. Now Cole feeds that from Mensch. Mensch loses the puck. Whacked on by Jesse Lowell. Benedetto stops it up. And final 5 on this power play for UNLV. What a stand by Sepinen and company for Arizona. Now here's Mensch gaining the zone. Mensch steps in, shoots, blocked by the shin pad of Fisher. Knifed on in by Burke. Shively plays it around, stopped up by McCollum. Return shot, blocked away. Now Burke. Burke leaves that for Mensch. Mensch spins one off the side of the cage. Picks this one up, Mensch peeling out. Mensch tries to turn one on, gets tied up. Now here's Ryan Fisher. Ryan Fisher off the boards and out, and he'll spring this rush. Here comes Arizona, cutting in the middle of the ice. Shot there through traffic, directed to the high glass, missing the net. Looked like it was Sam Myers. Now fed to the point. Shot there through traffic, blocked in front. Another shot there off the chest protector of Benedetto. Fed up ice. Shot there through traffic, tipped wide. Again, that was Busby from the left point. Big hit at the UNLV bench. That's Burke emphatically finishing his check. The City National Arena crowd comes to life. Puck chipped back on in. Another big check behind the wall. UNLV breaking the puck out. They gain the neutral zone. That's Tristan Rand gaining the zone. Leaves it for Kelly. Kelly looking, shoots off the pad. Kelly in on that one. Plays that one around for Rand, opposite side of the ice. Plays it up for Ford. Barry at the point, spins away, spins it down low. Kelly's in on that, plays it for Flanders. Flanders looking, feeds it in front for Rand. Can't connect. Rand trying to tip that one on for a second of the game. Ford pumps. Ford steps in, feeds it rink wide off the skate. Jared Overland breaking that play up. Barry feeds that one for Rand. Rand puts another one on into the chest of Sepinen, and Rand testing Nicholas Sepinen early and often.
Great opportunity there from Rand. And then back to the power play. Great job by Sepinen and company to be able to stop it, but I really feel like UNLV, they had opportunities. They were not able to finish it. Not a couple times the net was open. They weren't able to finish it, weren't able to execute. Example was a Max Johnson pass from Gallant right in front of the net, just wasn't able to find the back of the net, but I wouldn't be worried. Johnson's one of the top scorers of the team. He'll find a way to get in the back of the net tonight.
Max Johnson, the leading scorer on UNLV 2 seasons ago. Underwent surgery in the offseason, came back a couple weeks after the season started last year, and still producing. His brother Alec, the captain this year, producing as well. Grant Smith's just going to send this one in. Stopped up by Sepinen. Sepinen under siege. Leaves that one on, played back up. Erickson trying to play that one through, stopped up by Wyatt. Plays that one off the wall. Mazzillo whacks that one back on in. Skips over the stick of Fisher. That's Malco in on that. Under 4 to go. Poked away by Fisher. Breaking up the breakout pass. UNLV with possession in neutral ice. Jackson Wyatt up ice for Fehlig. Fehlig reverses it. Sent back up by Erickson. Cut off by Fehlig. Fehlig gaining the blue. Fehlig dancing to the board. Shoots one off a trapper of Sepinen. Fehlig's going to try and get changed up as Arizona takes it the other way. Arizona loses the puck. Arizona trying to keep the zone. They can't get it dumped in. We got a stoppage of play with 3:20 to go.
Yeah, we look at the shot total now, 14-3 Rebels, and that's really reflective of their offensive zone time. They've been controlling the puck the whole game. Like I said, mostly just dumping the puck. That's all Arizona's been able to do. They haven't had a lot of openings so far against the Rebels. Those 3 shots, most of them just snapshots from about the blue line. Not a lot of really good opportunities either from those 3 shots.
UNLV getting in shooting lanes and clogging the neutral zone, not letting Arizona get as many clean zone entries. There's one there. Puck skips free down low, though. Gallant plays it around. Puck get fed in front and a big-time save by Benedetto. That's the best drive that Arizona has had all night so far, but Benedetto getting out in front of it, making the save, and the City National Arena crowd
He said, not on my birthday. Not on my birthday.
Benedetto, the birthday boy, as we mentioned at the top of the show, getting the nod.
And what a great time to have a birthday right around Halloween.
Halloween
Go to all these
weekend.
parties, and you're like, hey, is this party for me?
Could get birthday shots if he wants it.
Of apple juice, or Sprite, or...
That was a staple for Vinny a couple years ago. He was a big apple juice guy in practice, always having a juice box with him. Hasn't returned yet. I haven't made it to a bunch of practices this season. But that's one memorable thing from my first season covering this team. Under 2.5 to go. Puck played down. Flanders in a puck race. He wins that. Flanders takes a spill. Loses an edge. He's back up, no worse for wear. Kelly takes a spill as well. Puck skips through the legs of Del Monte. Williams gets possession. Williams driving the net. Feeds one just over. UNLV with possession. Here's Mason Kelly. Kelly up the left wing. Kelly tries to cut through, picks his puck back up. Can't play it through Hodgson. That's going to be flipped out. Settled down by Jackson Wyatt in neutral ice. Feeds that D to D. Up ice, Burke can't tip it in. Mensch just plays that one back for Jackson. Jackson, D to D for Mazzillo. Mazzillo up the left wing boards. UNLV can't get that puck broken in. We got a bunch of poking and shoving. It looks like the UNLV players sitting on the puck. Everyone's stabbing at it. We got some extracurriculars. It looks like some cross checks to the head of Strong almost by Dylan Walker. They'll play on, and we got a whistle. Offsides is the call on Burke. Going at Ryan Fisher, and they'll take a bump from Dylan White as well and talk to the linesman. He's exchanging some words, but cooler heads are going to prevail again. 1:21 to go in the first.
Right now, the oven's still on preheat right now. Temperature has not really risen too much, but, this oven, it'll crank up there.
It's going to get there, Gildy. Just these teams, as they keep playing on, keep hitting each other, keep getting in each other's face, it's going to keep picking up. Face-off won by Gallant. Dug in against Tyler Shetland. UNLV controls in their own zone. Cole Wyatt plays it off the wall, kicked along by Shetland. Jammed on in. Fed to the slot. Shetland down low. Shetland now under pressure. Up ice for Hodgson. Whacks that one in. Into the glove of Benedetto. We got a minute to go in the first.
On the dot.
A minute even. 14-4 are the shots. Face-off coming out to the right of Benedetto. Kelly wins that one. Off the glass, gets as far as the blue. Good stick lift from Max Johnson. Fed on. Gallant touches that one, tried to touch it to Johnson. And Alec sends that one in on net. Sepinen directs it to the corner. 40 seconds to go now. Rob McCollum pinches. Gallant picks it up. Tries to feed it up to the point. Stopped up by Alec Johnson at the center ice logo. He'll send that one right back in. Gallant in on Hodgson. Final 30. Kelly moving on in. Kelly can't feed that one to anyone. McCollum loses an edge. Here's Gallant now. Gallant feeds one on into the chest there of Sepidin. Kelly takes a shot from Eddie Slack and puts his arms on the crossbar and gives him a bump on his way through.
I think he just gave him a little love tap, but nothing too crazy. We're still on the preheat on the level of the temperature right now. 20 seconds, a little over 20 seconds ago, 21.1. And we got Rand and Brandon Williams joking around a little bit. Watch out for Rand right off the face-off to try to take a shot. That's what he's been doing the last couple home games.
Lined up right on Kelly's backhand, wins it to him, hops over his stick. Alec Johnson, one-time drive by McCollum off the blocker of Sepidin. Final 15 here in the first period. Johnson pinches, sent on out, and here's Jesse Lowell sprung. Lowell trying to win this puck race. He doesn't get there, but he wins the puck battle. Flanders loses an edge. Flanders picks it back up, and that's the horn. Tight contest here scoreboard-wise, but the shots are lopsided 16-6 after 20, but Giotti got a fun period there.
Arizona is very lucky right now to be up 1-0. That's because UNLV, they've had a lot of opportunities. They cashed in on one of them. They had a couple of more opportunities. They really need to extend this lead because right now, Arizona, they have the second period. They can regroup in the locker room, one bounce, and it could be a tie game.
Definitely Giotti, the one bounce game. We've been talking about it for about a year and a half now. Ever present here at City National Arena. Once again, UNLV leads 1-0 after 20. Stay with us after a quick break. We got another 20 minutes of hockey just ahead.
Here with Jackson Wyatt now. Now, Jackson, you guys have been playing really well out there so far. What's been working? Here with Jackson Wyatt now. Now, Jackson, you guys have been playing really well out there so far. What's been working for you guys?
Yeah, just playing simple and using our speed as a team, and it's been good this period, and hopefully bring it back to the second.
How do you think about Arizona's playing so far versus last night compared to tonight?
Yeah, they definitely came out hard, and we got our legs under us a bit here, and they're a good team. They play hard, they play fast, but I think if we played our game, we'll have no troubles here.
What do you hope to come into for the next period?
Yeah, just keep playing our game and build off that last one.
Thank you so much, Jackson. Dom Ryan, let's get it back to you.
Thank you very much for that, Zoe. Standing by with Jackson Wyatt there. Didn't know the cue, I guess. Walked right in front of the camera shot. Something that's kind of frowned upon typically, but still pretty funny there, Cody.
You know, Jackson doesn't do it too much. He does sometimes. You got to be able to screen the goaltender guy, get in front of him. He just didn't. He translated it into film. You don't need to do that in film. But, hey, getting extra reps even during intermission, I'll take it. I think that was a good thing that Jackson Wyatt did. Maybe not for the broadcast, but, hey, maybe this period, watch him screen the goaltender, get one past 7 in. That would be great.
We'll see if 6 in Red can get down there and get a screen, but regardless, screened. Ringside reporter Zoe Salas there. They had a good laugh about it anyways, but if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. If you stuck with us through 20, why not stick with us through another 20? Thank you for sticking with us. As always on the call is myself, Dominic Dubois, joined by Ryan Gilder, taking a quick look at the first period stats as the teams take the ice. UNLV up 1-0. Got the advantage of the shots department, 16-6. Haven't connected on the power play so far, but they had 2 opportunities. The first power play, however, they scored on the delayed penalty. Tristan Rand came on as the extra attacker. He was the goal scorer on that one. The lone goal scorer so far. The key for this period, just pressure. UNLV just keep it going, keep the pressure up. But Arizona, they got to relieve the pressure. They got to stop the bleeding at some point. They started getting chances towards the end of the period, but Vinny Benedetto, the birthday boy, as we've been mentioning during this broadcast, has been standing tall at those silver pads.
Yeah, if Arizona lets UNLV take control of the game just like they did in the first period, it's not going to be a 1-0 game anymore. It's going to be more like a 3-4-5-0 game. They got lucky only to give up 1 goal in that first period, as I said at the end of it. So let's see if Arizona's able to also do what UNLV's key is, get some pressure on the Rebels, because if we replicate those first 20 minutes in the second period, it's not going to be pretty for Arizona. That third period, they could be very deflated.
UNLV starting the period, Bradley Gallant, Max Johnson, and Cole Wyatt, his brother Jackson, and Hunter Mazzillo on the blue line. Opposite them, Brendan Williams on the wing, as well as Tristan Swagger joining him on the center rebound chance there for Sepinen. Loose puck, juicy rebound, whacked away. UNLV still a possession, feeding that out in front. No joy, stopped up by Mazzillo. UNLV getting to it early here. Jackson White at the point, steps in from the high slot, shoots one, blocked in front, knocked down, directed to the point and out. Hunter Mazzillo picks this one up in his own zone. Taking some slashes from Jesse Lowell, and here's Mazzillo. Mazzillo now gains his zone, pulls up, shoots one into the glove of Sepinen, it looks like. We got a whistle.
And that first possession really looked like how the Rebels were attacking in the first period. Won the faceoff, went straight into the offensive zone rush. Had a lot of time, also got a couple good shots. Got a lot of traffic on the net, too much traffic. It looked like they blocked their own shot.
Face off out to the left of Sepinen. Face off one there by Caleb Strong. Shot there by Alec Johnson through traffic. Knocked down and directed behind the goal. Rob McCollum at the point. D for Alec. Alec holds. Softly lays that one down. Cross ice feed. Broken up. Laid down low. Alec Johnson picks this one up. Johnson moving on in. Feeds one to the slot. Knocked down in front. Another shot. Sepinen sprawling out. No joy for UNLV. They still got possession. UNLV still working it in the zone. Played on in. Deep below the goal. Burke's in there for some support. Play it up for Johnson. Rink wide for McCollum. McCollum lets a slap shot go. Directed wide. Skips free. Johnson fakes a slapper. Touches that one down. Strong sends that one down low. Now Strong, up ice, McCall, pirouettes, shoots. Directed high and out of play.
That one almost went into the castle.
I've actually done that before, Gildy.
You've hit
believe
it
it or
into
not.
the castle?
I have. I was at a stick and puck here a few years ago and decided to take a shot, and it kicked off the dasher weird, went over the netting and hit the very left side of the castle, where you can see the silhouette of William Carlson in the background at T-Mobile Arena in that gray jersey right there.
Did any,
right under the Arizona.
Did any
part
higher
of the ticker.
royalty, let's say like maybe a Knight, get a little bit upset about that?
No, it was actually my first like 3 weeks working at this rink when I back when I worked there when I was 18. So if anyone got mad, I probably would have gotten fired. But now we can talk about it because I don't work here anymore.
That's a little bit scary there. It's like, oh no, I'm 18. Was that your first job, Dom?
That was like my third, but it was a job that I wanted really bad at the time. And then I worked here for about a year and a half and then ended up leaving for greener pastures. So UNLV still in the zone. Could call that greener pastures for them. They've been making a home in the Arizona offensive zone so far this game, but they're on their own now. Here's Dylan Ford. Ford can't feed that one across. Tristan Rand's going to retreat, leaves that one off for Kelly. Kelly now in his own zone, leaves that for Rand, reaches out and picks her up, and now here's Tristan Rand. Rand now taking it himself up the right wing. Tristan Rand driving that backhand chance. Misses the net wide. Ford knifes that one back. Ford down low in the corner, under siege. Kelly's in support. Still in the corner now. No one can really dig the puck out. And that's finally sent free. Gets as far as the red. Stopped up by Flanders, who sends that one back in. Dalmonte. Up ice. Can't advance it past the blue. Tristan Rand plays this one in. Blocked out front. Now Kelly. Feeds it around Felig. Up to the point for Jackson Wyatt. Jackson pumps. Jackson skates in from the dot, shoots. Blocked in front. Grant Smith plays that one back over to the half wall, no one home. Now here's Arizona. Stretch pass intended there for Brian Erickson. Can't connect. Blown dead for an icing and a scary play. Hunter Mazzillo gets tripped up there by Erickson and careens it in the end boards. Bit slow to get up, but he's back up no worse for wear. Didn't look intentional at all. Erickson, we could see it on his face there, just did not really want that to happen.
Even though it was a stretch pass that resulted in icing, like the idea there by Arizona, because nothing was going their way offensively. They weren't able to really function at all in the first period. Like the idea there, if the pass goes through, you got a good offensive zone, possibly a breakaway. If not, it's an icing. It happens, but I like the idea there from Arizona.
Hunter Mazzillo there getting it back, laying out his man, Connor Ziegler. So we got a frozen puck, and we got some jousting behind the play. That's Grant Smith and Will Josephson, and Felig stepping in, chatting. And everyone's gonna skate away, and Grant Smith still chatting. Awaiting the face-off here. Daniel Fisher digging in for UNLV. Fisher wins that clean to Smith. Now Mazzillo for Wyatt. Wyatt lets a shot go through traffic. Snipped out of the air there by Sepinen.
Now that's a time where you really need, when Wyatt shot the puck, you really need another Jackson Wyatt to kind of walk across the goaltender like we had with that shot that we had in the intermission interview, because if you're able to kind of get Sepinen to kind of misguide where the puck was, that could have found the back of the net there, maybe with some misdirection.
Fresh legs out there for both teams. They got a whistle. Linesman coming over, talking to a couple guys on the wing. Now we're back underway. UNLV keeping the zone. That's Gallant. Up ice, Mazzillo. That's a shot go through traffic. Steered aside by the pad of Sepinen. Shot there. Misses the net. Jackson Wyatt hops on that one. Plays it back down low. Back over for Wyatt. Sends that one in. Doesn't get in deep. Arizona's going to come the other way with it. Ryan Malco scoops that one down the ice. Icing waved off. Wyatt's in on that. There's Ziegler. There's Brian Erickson. Feeds it down. Malco turns. Feeds another one. Misses the net. Was Ziegler. Another shot there off the mask of Benedetto. Feeding it out to the slot. Erickson trying to get a 1-T there. Broken up by the stick of Max Johnson. Here's Bradley Gallant the other way. Gallant moving on in. Feeds it to the slot. Can't connect with Cole Wyatt. Down low. Back out in front. No joy. Alec Johnson picks it up. Johnson dekes to his backhand. Shoots one on. Misses the net. Only hitting the high glass there. Now here's McCollum. D-to-D for Alec. Alec back over McCollum. McCollum from the high slot shoots one into the glove of Sepinen and held for a whistle.
That was the first time in the period that Arizona controlled the puck of any type past center ice. And I actually had a couple good opportunities. Ziegler put in a shot. It beat Benedetto, just didn't find the back of the net. It was a little wide. 21-6 the shot total, but talking about that one bounce game. One bounce to Arizona, they can tie it up even though UNLV's been dominating on possession of the puck, especially in the offensive zone.
And due to that domination, just no shots on goal yet this period for Arizona.
And you can't give up a goal if there's no shots on net, so that's good for UNLV, but you gotta extend this lead, especially with the amount of time you have on the offensive side of the ice.
Fed down in deep, moving on in. Shot on Sepinen. He sprawls out, makes a save. Good stand by Sepinen. Settled down. Johnson with a one-time drive from the point. Misses that one wide. McCollum now. Feeds it back up. That pass gets cut off. Williams flips it in. Gets as far as center. Heath Mensch pickpockets his man, and here's the UNLV with numbers. Mensch rink wide for Strong. Strong shooting, misses the net high. Lowell spins that one. Captains collide there. Alex Johnson getting the worst of it. Johnson gains his own now. Upends his man Ryan Fisher. Big reverse hit. Fisher gives Johnson a whack on the shin pads. Johnson will get back to his station. Johnson out at the point. For Ford, lets the shot go. Tipped in front, knocked down. Played back out. Rink wide. Barry, his shot doesn't make it through traffic, and now here comes Brendan Williams the other way. Williams up the left wing boards. Williams dancing around. Ford gets it knifed away. He's in deep on his own puck. Evading pressure from Barry off the back of the cage. Shetland. Shetland gets that one taken away by Burke right in front of our camera. Burke floats that one in as he gains the red. He'll get changed up. Up ice, Shetland can't corral that pass. Stopped up at the center ice logo by Barry. Cross corner dump. Chopped at and out. Sam Myers cuts to the slot. Myers loses possession of the puck, plays it on in. Shetland hops over his stick. Played up ice. Myers can't hold the line. Shetland now, saucer pass. Here's Arizona. Kelly picks off that play, plays it around the glass. Played up ice, stopped up at the blue line, kept in. Ford hops on that. Flanders on that loose puck, steers it up. Barry loses possession of the puck, but Flanders is in with the puck support. Flanders plays it up, knocked down at the blue. Hit at the bench, played rink wide. And on that loose puck is Dylan Walker. Walker now, saucer pass up ice, can't, connects with his man. Here comes Arizona, shot there through traffic, loose puck, and they score. Broken play. Luke Busby getting on the score sheet here. We got a tie hockey game, and there's that bounce, Gildy.
We talk about that one bounce game, and right there, Busby, even though Arizona's been having trouble getting the puck in the offensive zone, it takes one bad bounce, an errant play. Puck kind of trickled down, all the way down to Busby, and he was able to put it into the back of the net. Got a tie game. Don't look at the shots on net. Don't look at the time of possession. Scoreboard says 1-1. And also, there's going to be a penalty on the board. And it looks like it's going to be on Arizona, right, Dom?
It's going to be on Mazzillo.
Oh, they flipped it.
Delayed
right
penalty. Mazzillo did trip a man up on that rush. And just like UNLV earlier, they score on the delayed penalty. And now Arizona has a power play. Rob McCollum does not care. He tried to take that one on in. Lost the puck. He'll get back to his defensive post. Arizona trying to break it out. Fisher forechecking hard. Here's Brendan Williams, rink wide for Lowell. Lowell pulls up. Lowell plays it down low. Williams back in on that one. Up ice for Jesse Lowell. Lowell looking. Williams up ice. Rink wide again. Swagger, one-time drive off the back. The backboards there. Clearance blocks down by Dylan Walker, down low. Williams back over to Walker at the half wall. Walker looking. Down low, Williams. Williams looking still. Williams feeds it out front. Sticked away by Benedetto and cleared out by Del Monte. Just over a minute gone on the Mazzillo penalty.
Yeah, good job there by Vinny, able to poke it out so that I was able to get cleared.
Dylan Ford hops on that, plays it out, stopped up by Walker. Walker gets sent to the ice by Ford. Shot there in tight, steered away. Walker up for Kioka. Kioka now over to Myers. Myers can't feed that to Walker. Kelly gets that one knifed away. Shetland can't settle it down. And Arizona having to reset, failing 15 on the UNLV penalty kill. Puck skips free for Barry. And Barry plays that one into the zone. Puck skips out of the zone. UNLV back to full strength. Mazzillo hops out of the box and onto the bench. Now here comes Arizona the other way. There's Josephson. Josephson sends that one in. Alec Johnson's on that. Cole Wyatt plays it off the glass and out. Tipped on in by Rossi. Here's Wyatt on the half wall, off the wall and out again. UNLV trying to stop the bleeding. Pass cut off, go on in, shooting! Big time save by Sepinen. Now here's Cole Wyatt setting up, rink wide feet. Johnson lets a shot go through traffic. Doesn't look like it made it on. Alec Johnson with a big check at the red line. Trying to fire the team up in this tie game. Here's Bradley Galot. Up ice for Cole Wyatt. Wyatt now. Moving on in, Cole Wyatt. His shot's tipped up. Out of play, just over halfway through the middle period.
Arizona, they've really been able to pick up the momentum after that good bounce that they got, that favorable bounce. Busby was able to find the back of the net with momentum's been kind of shifting towards Arizona. Very similar to last night where UNLV had the momentum at the end of the first and the start of the second, but then Arizona got a goal and then picked up the momentum throughout the game. Let's see what happens today. Let's see if UNLV is able to reverse the script from yesterday or if Arizona is able to maybe continue their momentum into the next two periods like they did last night.
UNLV in their own zone. Dalmonte. His rink wide feed off the stick of Mensch. Now Williams. Up ice for Lowell. Lowell. It's a stick lifted by Burke. Lowell goes to work in the corner. Shakes off a check from Dalmonte. Now here's Burke up the right wing. Burke gets that one knifed away. Lowell digs that one away. Leaves that one for Swagger. Played over for Lowell off a touch pass. Lowell, snap shot off the rush. Tipped up. Delmford takes a bump and gives Lowell a bit of a tap, and Lowell doesn't acknowledge it. And Ford taking some shoves there, and we got some more coming together. Mazzillo coming nose to nose with Hodgson. And Mazzillo just skating by and grinning at the Arizona bench.
He's showing them that he's having a fun time playing hockey, right, Dom?
It's always a fun time. Gotta love it. Got to love this great game. Mason Kelly and Ryan Malko dig in. Kelly pushes Malko up and ties him up. So UNLV can come away with possession. Sepinen grabs that one and freezes, and Flanders coming nose to nose with Ryan Fisher, and Hodgson coming in to say a word, and Flanders giving some shoves. No one being really kind back there. Mason Kelly's in, saying what you talking about, and Flanders is going to skate away. And Flanders still kind of talking. To anyone who will listen, Flanders takes a bump there from Swagger. He'll look at him, Swagger skating away.
And you know, play-by-play, boxing,
Ziegler,
fighting,
excuse me.
You know that's super important because Las Vegas, that's the fighting capital of the world.
UFC, right? Prize fighting, boxing.
And being a hockey play-by-play announcer, you also got to be a fighting commentator as well. I mean, it all
Fighting's
goes
part
hand
of the
in hand.
game. Puck skips free. There's Sam Myers in on that. Taken to the ice by Rand, and now here comes Mason Kelly. Delayed penalty. And we got a shot after the whistle. We got a mix-up here. Flanders taken to the ice, and he's going at it. We got a shot in from behind, and we got a melee in behind the cage. Punches being thrown. Mason Kelly's in it. Gloves are flying. Helmets are flying. And everyone's pairing off. Mason Kelly takes him down to the ice, and Flanders is incensed. He has somebody. His gloves are off. Stripes are getting in there. Flanders dropping the mitts. Skating to the bench in this tie game, and the temperature really rising, and Mason Kelly tied up behind the play with Kioka. He's just nodding, and they're still nose to nose. And everyone up and at him here at City National Arena, everyone rising in the crowd, and Gildy just expect a lot of penalties to come out of that. Flanders, he makes contact with Sepinen, then Arizona takes exception. Flanders running hot already, talking, giving some shots. And then you have a third man in. I believe it was...
Yeah, third, fourth, fifth,
I believe
sixth.
it was Sam Myers coming in third from behind and throws a shot to the back of the head, which regardless is dangerous. You never want to punch the back of the head. You've seen boxing careers end. You've seen hockey players' careers ends with shots to the back of the head. You never want to do that. It's dangerous. Can cause brain damage. Third man in, expect... It was either Myers or Walker, one of those two, who came in late. And I believe it was Dylan Walker. He's the one in the box. Hunter Mazzillo's standing by in the box as well. And we're sorting out the dirty laundry here. But back to what I was saying there, you just never want to do that. Third man in, expect more penalties to Arizona. Expect Flanders to get tossed. He was the one who dropped the gloves. And we were just talking about prize fighting, tie hockey game halfway through.
It was perfect timing, too, for when that happened.
And that's what'll happen. I'm not sure what was said possibly in that scrum that would cause Flanders to get so heated up, or it could have been just some extra punches thrown from 2-3 white jerseys. And one thing about Flanders, he played in a tough junior league where you're taught you're going to fight. You're going to fight to earn everything, and you're not going to back down to anybody.
Never back down, never what, Dom?
Never give up. We're still sorting out the dirty laundry.
Yeah, this is going to take a minute here.
And apologies if we get any numbers wrong. It's on the far side, and we have a pretty small monitor. And I mean, naturally, with any big scrum, the Arizona bench, they get right up against the wall, watching everything going on. Athletic trainer for UNLV giving Nicholas Kioka some repairs. Looks like he was cut open.
And Kyle, I think, has a laundry list here.
All roughing 2 minutes.
So we're getting the feed. Tristan Rand, Nick Flanders, and Jake Berry for roughing. And then those aforementioned players, Sam Myers and Dylan Walker, for roughing as well. So you have Rand being posted now. So lots of laundry to sort out here, Gildy.
So it does look like it'll be a power play for
possibly
Arizona.
This is Arizona power play for two.
but
So you can imagine a couple of those penalties are offsetting.
But then what about game misconduct? I don't think they're calling any of them on game misconduct, right?
Not sure yet. We don't have a direct feed from the scorers table, so we're trying to work this out just like you guys are trying to work out at home or at work or at a friend's house, wherever you may be. If you're streaming on your mobile device, on your laptop, on a TV with YouTube casted, what have you. So sorting out everything. Looks like my initial assessment was correct. A power play for Arizona. Total of 5 penalties aside. We're going to wait for Joel to announce this over the PA system, but Arizona with a big chance here. Shot there, patted away. Burke whacks at that one. Can't get it out. He and Lowell go to work. Now Kelly whacks that one out of the zone, gets as far as the red. At the Toyota logo is Kioka. Knifed on through. McCollum gets taken down on a big check by Burke, and we got another penalty, interference. And it looks like it's going to be Tristan Swagger canceling out the Arizona power play.
Yeah, Mazzillo, he was hit, and he knew it was interference. He just stood there with his hands up. One referee said no call, but behind him, the other referee did give him the call. And that was going to be a 4-on-4 play for a little bit, and the UNLV, they'll have themselves a 32-second power play.
4-on-4?
Open ice here, Dom.
Plenty of open ice we've been talking about this weekend. Arizona coming away with possession, even strength now. Rand posted for roughing officially. Flanders only gets a roughing as well, confirmed. And Jake Berry a roughing call as well. So you can imagine the Myers and Walker penalties as well as the Flanders and Berry penalties offset or are matching. Rand getting posted for 2. Then you have Tristan Swagger posted for interference, 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds. UNLV with about a 29-second man advantage once this 4-on-4 play is over. Played through neutral ice. Fed through, can't get through the skates of Wyatt, and here's Jackson. Jackson with numbers. Here comes UNLV, 2-on-1. Jackson Wyatt feeds it to Cole, back over to Jackson, cross ice feed. No joy there for UNLV, trying to convert and bring City National Arena to life. Jackson Wyatt settles it down, dekes around his man. Here he comes, Jackson Wyatt, high slot, driving the net, shoots a pad save there. By stepping and fed back out in front. No Rebel can get to it. Dylan Ford can't play that one through Lowell. Jesse Lowell now dipping the shoulder on Ford, wrestling him. And Jesse Lowell gets wrestled to the ice. And Benedetto finds it. And holds for a whistle. Lowell up on one knee. And he's back up.
Was that Ford or is that Derrick Henry with a stiff arm and put into the ground there, Dom?
Dylan Ford showing off the strength there, taking down the Arizona captain, trying to dip the shoulder and drive the net. 9 seconds left on the Tristan Rand penalty. So we're going to have an abridged 32-second power play for UNLV. Defensive zone draw for UNLV, won by Strong. Alec Johnson reverses ice for Caleb Strong. He's going to hold behind his own cage. They're going to let that penalty expire. UNLV back to full strength. 30-second power play begins. Strong takes a drop pass. Mohawk turn, leaves that one for Mensch. Mensch now gains the zone. Mensch feeds out and around the wall for Strong. Strong settles it down, can't peel it up to the point. Ziegler can't play that one out. Hops over the stick of Alec Johnson. Final 10. McCollum for Strong. Strong looking, rink wide for Johnson. Off the wall. Johnson to McCollum. McCollum Strong lets the shot go in front. Pad save there by Sepinen. Standing tall. Arizona back to full strength. McCollum with a drive. Doesn't get all of it. Doesn't make it on net. UNLV still with possession. They turn the puck over. Arizona trying to break it out. They can't get it out. Arizona back with possession. Puck skips out of the zone through neutral ice. Knifed on. And then knifed in there by Josephson. Alec Johnson plays that one around. Falig plays that one up. Out of the reach of Strong. Strong will get changed up. Played up ice, and here's Shetland with speed. Shetland peels around Falig. Shetland cuts back in, shot. Misses the net wide. Now McCollum for Rand. Tristan Rand now. Plays this one through neutral. He's doing it himself. Flips it. Out of play. For a whistle. 5:05 to go. Good song by the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, that's actually quite funny there. There was actually a school project where you had to do your favorite song, and one of the people in my class actually chose that song.
It's a great song. Phenomenal song. We'll see if we can cue it up at the DJ booth here in this third period coming up. But I don't know if the temperature and atmosphere of this game really warrants a really good indie song there, Gildy. It's a pretty intense game so far.
Pretty intense. I feel like your ovens is off bake. It's on the broiler right now. It's that hot right now.
Stretch pass tipped on in. Icing waved off. Sepinen plays it around. And here's Arizona cutting to the middle of the ice. Played rink wide. Broken up by Mazzillo. Picked up there by Myers. Flipped out of the zone. Settled down and neutralized by Overland. Plays it to his D partner. Return pass to Overland. Up ice, Myers. Myers finds it. Gets stapled to the wall by Fisher. Josephson's in for support. Josephson looking. Walker picks this loose puck up. Plays it up. Whiffing on that one's Kioka, and here's Falig with the loose puck. Falig cuts through center. Gains the blue. Falig drop pass, can't get it to Grant Smith. Grant chasing this puck down, gets it wrestled away. Josephson rink wide. Here they come. Fed almost through the wickets of Barry. That was Busby scoring the tying goal here so far tonight. Can't play that one through. And now here's Barry. Barry's pass doesn't connect. Blown dead for an icing with 3:41 to go.
First icing tonight, I believe, for the Skating Rebels. All the way at the back end of the second period. But Arizona really started to come to life. Got the good bounce, favorable bounce to them. And they rolled with it for the rest of the period. They kept the game at 1-1. Arizona right now, they heads are high right now for the end of the second period.
Kelly and Josephson dig in. One by Kelly. Dalmonte flips that one up.
Now that's a little bit of an unfortunate bounce right there. Went off of the referee's foot, went right to Barry's stick. Got an offsides call, even though he didn't even mean to touch the puck. Got 3:28 remaining in the period.
Backup goalie for Arizona, Nate Golsvig, playing her on with the beat of Crazy Train right next to us with his trapping glove on the dasher.
Golsvig, he should change his name to Coles Big. He's huge. He's 6'7" out of Fargo, North Dakota.
Corn-fed boy, shot there. Whistled over the net. Flanders shoving Josephson. Puck played on through. Dalmonte takes a shot. Played up. Rand gets that one knifed away. Flanders picks his puck up. Driving the zone is Flanders. Down low. Feeds one on. Skips through the blue paint. Played out. McCollum settles it down. McCollum for Rand. Rand through center. With speed. Deacon through. Rand driving the net. Can't feed that one on. Puck played up ice. Linesman arm waved for an icing.
Now this is an opportunity here for UNLV Arizona. Legs are not that fresh. Have to do a long change here. Puck's gonna be right now drawn at UNLV's offensive zone. If they can win the faceoff, as Arizona looks like they call their timeout right now. Not a bad time to call it. Right there, as I said, their legs are tired. They just ice the puck, and UNLV, they could really take advantage if they won the faceoff there. So good call there for Arizona to call a timeout.
Chad Berman calling his boys to talk it over.
I think more importantly, the rest. I think that was the most important thing there, is to rest a little bit.
Definitely getting your wind back, and it's a long change period. Puck coming back in your own end for an icing. So you're going to have to skate a long ways. You're going to have to break the puck out, dump it in, and then get changed if you're going to get any sort of line change going here.
Because very well, UNLV, if they're able to hold on to the puck, they can take the majority of the rest of the period with the puck. And without the timeout, Arizona, they would have been very, very low in stamina by the end of that period. So I like that call of timeout. Game's still 1-1. Make sure you leave it that way is what Arizona is. Either leave it that way or go up 2-1. You don't want to go down 2-1 because you left your players out really tired when you had the opportunity to prevent it with the timeout.
UNLV with a chance to go ahead. Face-off won by Arizona. Played on out, and here comes a fresh slice. Here's Lowell moving on in. Dips the shoulder, gets taken out, and crashes into Benedetto, and McCollum holding them down. And we got more pushing and shoving and more jousting. McCollum going at it. Stapling his man, and they're wrestling in tight. McCollum is incensed now himself. That's Tristan Swagger mixing it up. I believe 24 is aside. Benedetto looks no worse for wear, and they're still wrestling. And it is Swagger. And Tristan Swagger being shown the door. Can imagine it's going to be a 2 and a 10. And Swagger, talking, and he's shown the door. And we're going to see if McCollum's going to head down that way as well. And it does not look like that. It looks like McCollum is just going to be sitting. So you can imagine a 2 and a 10 for Swagger for roughing. McCollum a 2 for roughing. And 2:14 to go, Gideon. I just have to chuckle. It could be a rocky 22 minutes or more.
You ever watch the show Mythbusters growing up?
Yeah, a lot.
So the myth was, are you allowed to give a goalie birthday punches on their birthday? And Swagger wanted to test that myth, and it turns out you can't because you're going to be shown the door. You're going to be kicked out of the game. So Vinny Benedetto took the hit, looks all right, but those are just a little bit of birthday punches for him. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, a little birthday shot there for Vinny Benedetto. He's skating around, no worse for wear. And we're still sorting out everything. Doesn't look like McCollum is posted. Gonna check to see if he's even still in the box. There's a lot of bodies there. He's still in the box. And we're talking, there's Matias Del Monte, points in. And then all start Jesse Lowell being taken out and crashing into Vinny Benedetto. A scary collision at the goal mouth. And obviously McCollum just kind of tapping Lowell, just being like, hey, like, don't really care, you know, just watch where you're skating. We have Lowell skating over off camera. He gives Vinny Benedetto a fist bump and a tap, and they're making sure they're both good. Lowell been really driving the net tonight, just making his presence felt on the rush, driving the net, getting knocked down, going in the cage, just really going at it for UNLV.
That's the type of player that Lowell is. You'll see, especially on the offensive zone faceoffs, he tries to edge right near the net, trying to, right off the faceoff, try to put the puck at least to the net, if not to find the back of the net. He did that a couple times yesterday. He did it against GCU. Let's see what he does now.
Face-off one. With a drive there, knocked down by Del Monte. Puck flipped on there by Williams. Knuckle puck doesn't make it on. Arizona on the power play. One-time drive, misses the net there. Was Myers. So no matching penalties. McCollum sitting for two. Arizona with another look on the power play. Here's Kioka. Played in. Ford settling it down. Del Monte sends it out. Luke Burke in a puck race. Burke trying to get on this loose puck. He does. Burke driving the net. Dinks to his backhand. Puts it on. Gets stuffed at the goal mouth by Sepinen. Big save by the Arizona netminder to prevent a shorthanded go-ahead goal.
Sepinen right now, really good job. 24 saves in the first two periods of the game, as there's another penalty on the board.
It looks like Jesse Lowell being sent to the box. Didn't get the signal from the official, but that's going to cancel out the power play once again. 4-on-4 for a minute 13. It's going to take us to 14 seconds remaining in the second period. UNLV, if they don't score on that, we'll have some carryover power play time. 4-on-4 hockey again. UNLV wins the draw. Played on deep, filtered towards the net. No joy. Arizona played it through. Shot or pass fed through on net. Joe Blakemore announcing all the penalties. We'll come back to you at the top of the third period with the rundown of all the penalties.
There's too many.
Just to make sure. We'll get your CVS receipt out. And we'll
Normally
make sure we're all dialed in.
They normally all come out during the third period.
Josephson still working it 4-on-4 hockey still. Final minute. Johnson takes a bump, sends his man to the ice, Josephson. Now here's Rand, Tristan Rand, 40 to go. Rand through center, leaves it for himself. Rand peels one, shoots one, misses the net high. UNLV still in the zone, final 30 in the second period of play. Arizona stayed in their own end, plays it off the wall and out. There's Overland. And we have a lot of palms skyward. Looks like it was a too many men call that UNLV was looking for. We'll play on. UNLV to the power play. Here's Max Johnson. Feeds it up for Jackson Wyatt. Wyatt fresh on the ice, driving the net. Wyatt doesn't get all of it. Cole puts another one on. Everyone's stabbing at it. And we got some more pushing and shoving. And Mazzillo gives a man a shot, and we got some more jousting. But now we're all separated. 5.5 to go.
I bet the referee's like, there's only 5.5 seconds left to be. Just don't do any craziness so that we don't have to have another meeting and send a bunch of people into the penalty box here.
I believe McCollum got tossed. See him walking around near the locker room. I believe I heard a game misconduct right after. Like I said, we'll come back in the third period.
And we'll inform you.
Give you the period stats as well as the penalties. You'll see the penalty minutes on that stat graphic, but we'll just run through the laundry list. We'll come on a bit early for you as a faceoff won by UNLV and sent down the length of the ice. Not another drive for the Skating Rebels. And as the horn sounds in this second period, 40 minutes down, we're tied up. Bumpy run to the finish coming up here.
Great job by Arizona being able to find a way.
We got Burke and Ryan Fisher yapping at each other at the center ice logo, and they'll disperse. And Burke still kind of skating back and getting a pretty intense stare from head coach Chad Berman, and he'll walk back over. And Berman walking over to the scorer's table to discuss it.
But even though UNLV has 3 times the shots as Arizona, it's 30-10 right now. Arizona still is able to keep this game tied. I know why they were able to score on the opportunity that they had. Got a lucky bounce, fell them back in the net, and that's the game right there, tied 1-1.
Bumpy run to the finish here tonight at City National Arena. UNLV coming back in the third period. 33 seconds of carryover power play time. But first, a quick break. Stay with us.
Here with Alec Johnson. Now, Alec, tell me about the physicality out there with Arizona and how it's like looking.
It's pretty tough. They're running every chance they get. We just got to be prepared, and it'll be fine.
How are you planning to close this out in the third period?
Just playing strong D in front of Vinny, doing little things, getting pucks deep, keep funneling pucks to the net.
Thank you so much, Alec. Let's get it back to you, Dom and Ryan.
Thank you for that, Zoe. Welcome back inside of City National Arena. A bumpy ride to the finish on our hands here tonight. Tied 1 apiece. We're going to take a quick look at the period stats. Penalties are going to be alarming. 1-1. Power plays kind of unclear. Shots on goal didn't update on that graphic. 30-10. But 25 penalty minutes aside, Gildy, I'm going to read out all of these. It's not in any particular order. Jesse Lowell, 2 for hooking. Tristan Swagger, 2 for interference, 5 for fighting with a game misconduct. So 2, 5, 10. Sam Myers, 2 for a rough. Dylan Walker, 2 for a rough. Will Josephson, 2 for a rough. Brendan Williams, 2 for a trip. UNLV, Rob McCollum, 2 for roughing, 5-minute major and a game misconduct for fighting. Jake Berry, 2 for roughing. Nick Flanders, 2 for roughing. Tristan Rand, 2 for roughing. Hunter Mazzillo, 2 for tripping. Really quick, some keys. Arizona, get 1. And that might knock UNLV off their rocker. UNLV, keep the pressure up, get 1, and stay clean.
I have a really, really bad joke here, Dom. And this is from me saying bad joke. The dogs are out here tonight. You know why?
Why is that?
There's a lot of roughing going on.
Oh,
rough.
Roughing across the board, man. It's been a night. Teams are taking the ice. Final 20 minutes.
At least for the fans, like they shake their head. They know that I intended for it to be a corny joke. But in all seriousness, it's the next goal that's probably going to win this game. Both teams, UNLV, they've got a lot of opportunities, only scored on one of them. Arizona have not had a lot of opportunities, but they also scored on one of them. It's 1-1 in the third period. Goaltender's doing an unbelievable job. Benedetto, the only goal he gave up was off of a bad bounce. And Sepinen has made 29 saves in the first 2 periods out of 30 shots. So both goaltenders having a great night. Benedetto's trying to get himself this birthday dub. It's going to be a great third period here, Dom.
Very excited for this third period of play. It's going to be a bumpy one all the way to the end here. Bradley Gallant and Will Josephson dig in at center ice, and we're back underway in this possible final period here at City National Arena of the weekend. UNLV with about 30 seconds of carryover power play time from the end of the second period. 20 seconds to go now. Here's Max Johnson. That's a shot go, blocked in front by Fisher. Rink wide for Wyatt. That's Cole, final 15. Leaves it up for Jackson. Dalmonte looking. Matias Dalmonte over for Cole Wyatt. Cole Wyatt back up for Dalmonte, final 10. Dalmonte, that's a shot go, blocked in front by Fisher again. Final 5. Penalty expires for Arizona. Cole Wyatt down low for Max Johnson. Arizona back to full strength. Here's Wyatt. Down low for Johnson. One-time drive by Gallant into the chest of Sepinen. And the Arizona bench giving him some sick taps for that one.
Good shot there by Gallant. Great positioning there by Sepinen. Knew where Gallant was the whole time. Monitored the pass from Johnson. Was able to make the save for his 30th of the night. Keeping the game tied 1-1 as the power play expires for UNLV.
UNLV wins the draw, back at even strength. Now look, Johnson lets the shot go, tips to the high glass. Caleb Strong hops on that. Strong now. Lets it go, cross ice. Burke can't feed it on. That's stopped up by Sam Myers. Myers now at the left wing for Arizona. He cuts to the center. Here's Myers, gain in the zone. Cuts outside, takes that puck in the corner. Gets hit by Ford. Shetland plays it up for Shively. Shetland lets the shot go, misses the net wide. Here comes Caleb Strong. Strong gains the blue, lets a shot go, tipped and stopped up by Shively, who's gonna play that off the wall for Myers. Touched on for Walker. Walker cutting across, drop pass there for Shively. That gets cut off by Burke. Burke knifes that one on out of the zone. Not out of the zone yet. Reverse and ice was Strong for Dalmonte. Now here comes UNLV the other way, dumped on in. Around the wall, Flanders picks it up in neutral ice. He'll control and leave that one off for Matias Dalmonte. Tipped on in by Kelly. Turnover, Flanders turning away from pressure, looking. Nick Flanders feeds it out front through the wickets of Mason Kelly. Knifed on and out. Here's Jesse Lowell. Plays it off the wall, picked up by Dalmonte, reverses it for Kelly. Kelly sends that one on in, just over 2 minutes elapsed in the third. Up ice, turnover for Rand. Rand cutting in, shoots, big block. Rand, second chance effort off the side of the cage. Good opportunity for Tristan Rand getting the takeaway. Now Jackson White from the half wall, shot there. Pad saved by Seppin, and Williams can't break this one out. Jackson Wyatt in his skates. Kelly comes in to support and sends it on in. Stopped up by Josephson. Kelly gets taken down by Lowell. Lowell standing over Kelly, not letting him get up. And they finally separate. Arizona in the zone. Reverse down low. Josephson looking from the point. He'll skate out in neutral ice and reset for an offsides.
Couple good opportunities there for UNLV, but not really because they really made them. Couple that Arizona really gave to UNLV, turning over the puck in their own defensive zone. And Seppinen able to stay up, make the save on Rand's opportunity, keeps the game 1-1.
Alec Johnson knifing that loose puck on, sent out by Fisher. Fed across, here's Ryan Fisher. Up the wing is Shetland. Shetland up ice, big hit on Shetland. Puck skips free to neutral ice, shoveled back up. Stopped up at the official's crease. And fed up ice. Felig plays that one up. Off the wall, Felig tips it up. Settled down by Ford in his own zone. Evading pressure from Brian Erickson. Fed up ice by Johnson. Now Felig sent in on by Fisher. Now Max Johnson digs that one away. Erickson loses an edge, teed up for Dalmonte. Dalmonte shoots into the chest again of Seppinen. A good scoring chance from UNLV, but just the last couple good scoring chances from the Rebels, not really challenging Seppinen, just shooting it right into his chest protector.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, is that the majority of Seppinen's saves really have been at the chest protector, but also that's a credit to Seppinen getting into good position to wherever the shot is at any given time.
Seppinen letting the rebound go. Barry Pease one on. Stick save by Seppinen, closing the 5-hole. Juicy rebound settled down there. Now here's Barry again with the puck. Snap shot, blocked in front by Shivu. Sent on out of the zone, corralled in neutral ice by Dalmonte. Here's Matias Dalmonte over the Golden Knights logo. And on the right wing boards, he'll skate this one down low. Dalmonte, under pressure still. Steers that one down low. Gallant shaking off pressure from Shetland. Gallant turning this one to the slot. Gallant leaves that for Cole Wyatt. Cole Wyatt steps in, deeks to his backhand. Stick lift, can't play that one on in. And we got a delayed penalty. Waiting to see who's going to be going. It's going to be a hook on somebody.
Looks like it's going to be on Arizona because Cole Wyatt, when he was controlling the puck, his stick got lifted a couple times, and one of them looks like it got him with a hook.
It's going to be Jared Overland. Sitting 2 for a hook. UNLV with a good opportunity with just over 4 minutes gone in this third period on the power play to pull out front. Puck gloved down by Jackson Wyatt. Dalmonte on the backhand, can't steer that one in. Good keep by Gallant. For Wyatt, Cole Wyatt feeds one on, tipped on by Max Johnson. Dalmonte pumps from the high slot. Dalmonte from the dot feeds it to Johnson, and he scores. Max Johnson on the power play. UNLV pulls out front 2-1.
Johnson with the crucial tip in for the goal set up there by Dalmonte. But Arizona, they really got to clear that puck. It was super easy. All they had to do was use the left side of the ice. Could have easily cleared it. Interesting decision that he tried to use the right side of the ice where there was a little bit more traffic. Hit off the skate of Dalmonte, turned into a possession that the Rebels were able to score in.
UNLV striking on the power play just about 20 seconds in. And they have the lead right back here tonight. Puck played on. Luke Burke hops on that. His pass, errant in the neutral zone. sent back on in. Jackson Wyatt plays that up. Burke, up ice, Mensch. Back over for Strong. Here's Caleb Strong up the left wing. Strong driving the net. Takes it around the goal. Strong, touch pass from Wyatt to Mazzillo. Mazzillo now evading pressure. Down low, Mensch. Mensch up top for Strong at the dot. Strong lets a shot go. Tip to the high glass off the blocker of Sepinen. Puck skips past Burke. He'll leave that on for Mazzillo. Mazzillo up ice for Mensch. Mensch looking, shoots. Misses the net just wide. Here comes Arizona with numbers. Arizona playing it up. There's Josephson down low. It's closed off by Del Monte. And we got a penalty. It's going to be a hold, it looks like. I believe it's going to be on UNLV. There's the official.
Now Arizona, they have a chance to.
Ignorance on that, whatever that penalty call was. I've actually never seen that. Waiting to see who's going to be posted. UNLV is shorthanded now.
But Arizona now, they can rebuttal the goal by UNLV in their power play by scoring a goal in their own power play. But Arizona special teams, that's been the issue for them this year. Also, haven't had a lot of power plays entering this weekend. Didn't score one yet, but also remember they scored on a delayed penalty. Both teams have.
Fed in by stopped by Sepinen. And a nice thing on the power play, not something you want to see out of the Wildcat power play unit as this puck's going to come back 200 feet.
That's uncharacteristic for this team. This team's known for their condensed, tight attack. They're not known for stretching the puck that much. And when they do, it's in rare occasion, but do get on the power play like that, missing a stretch pass and leading it to an icing is not what you want here for the Wildcats. Because UNLV, they can milk out this power play right now if they win the faceoff.
Mason Kelly ties it up, can't come away with possession. Brennan Williams left that one there for Kioka. Kioka now up the left wing, leaves it for Williams. Williams is going to quarterback this rush. To the left wing for Walker. Walker gets that one broken up, sent on out by Kelly. 1:10 to go now. Kioka in his own end. Head up, spins away from Burke. Walker up the right wing. Big hit there at the UNLV bench. That was trying to get the number on who that was. Laying the big hit. It was Ari Rossi. Getting lurched into the dasher. Final 40 seconds on the Arizona power play. Luke Busby sent that one in. Takes an odd kick off the kick plate. McCollum wires that one around, stopped up. Arizona still with possession in the zone. Final 25. To the point. So the half wall, one-time drive, and save made by Benedetto, and he finds it.
That's a great job by Benedetto, being aware where the puck is, knowing it went off his blocker, not allowing a rebound chance, being able to freeze the puck there. A lot of goaltenders would either be unable to find the puck or find the puck too late, and then there's a rebound opportunity, and that could possibly lead to goals right there.
Offensive zone draw by Arizona, one. Final 15 of their power play. Wildcats working into the zone from the dot to the point. Across. Shot there in traffic, knocked down in front of Benedetto, trying to find it. Loose puck. Everyone scrambling. That gets fed below the goal line. Benedetto back up, gets back in position. UNLV back to full strength. Shot there off of the post. Arizona nearly tying the game up. And we got a puck race. Tristan Rand getting there first. First in the zone. Sepinen plays that to the open ice. Rand bumps Sam Myers. Now Kioka off the skate of Lowell. Lowell's going to break it out now. Rand breaks up that play. Dylan Walker, plays that one back for Shively. John Shively surveying, 11 and a half to go. Loses the puck. Cole Wyatt looking from below the goal line. Feeds it cross ice, tipped on. Rand finds the side of the cage. Fed back on, steered away by the stick of Sepinen. Cole Wyatt from his knees plays it back down low. Flanders plays it to the point. Now Del Monte. D to D. Barry. Barry looking. Skates it in. Barry driving that shooting pad save there by Sepinen. Cole Wyatt switching for Barry. Barry finally gets back to his position, forces his man to dump it in. Stopped up by Benedetto. Just under 11 minutes to go in this third period of play. Max Johnson breaking the tie. Just moments ago on the power play. Puck played back in. Barry gonna have to escape pressure here. And Jake Barry across the red line, leaves that on the left wing. Mensch dances through 3 Wildcat players and filters it in. Ryan Fisher turns away from pressure, sends it up, and out of the zone, stopped up at the red by Ford. Ford sends it right back in. Sepinen stops it up, plays it for Ryan Fisher. Fisher up ice. Erickson plays it out, being hounded by Strong. He gains the zone. Erickson sends that one in. Shot there, save made by Benedetto. Rebound cleared away from the blue paint. Josephson hounded by Strong. Down low, Erickson turns one on to the slot, steered away. Wildcats still working the zone. Just under 10 to go now. UNLV with possession, they get it out. Back up, Erickson takes a bump from Alec Johnson. Puck support there from Ziegler. Played down low, back to the point. There's Busby, the goal scorer for Arizona so far. Kioka, rink wide for Busby. Turn pass for Kioka. Slap shot on, save made by Benedetto. Now here comes Cole Wyatt. Wyatt with some numbers. Wyatt looking, moving on in, shoots, pad save, loose puck cleared out by Kioka. Picked up by Brian Erickson. Puck played back in, delayed offsides. Arizona's forced to tag up. Here's Cole Wyatt through center. Gain in the zone. Cole Wyatt still out there. Shot tipped wide. Max Johnson, the latest goal scorer, breaking that one in. He'll get changed up. Jackson Wyatt prevents that puck from being cleared in. Puck race, chops at it. Malco plays it to the open ice there for Overland. Overland sends that one in on net, steered aside by Benedetto. Big time hit in the corner. And a Rebel player is down. And it's Tristan Rand, or Hunter Mazzillo, excuse me. And he's down in a heap. And it looks like it was Jesse Lowell being escorted to the box, and Mazzillo still down, hasn't moved. And being tended to by the athletic trainer. Lowell sitting, 2 minutes posted for now, but you can possibly expect the Arizona captain to be shown the door.
Yeah, a very dangerous hit right there. Hopefully Mazzillo is able to get up and on his feet.
Mazzillo back up. Didn't quite see what happened there. Mazzillo skating back to the bench. And as we've said, folks, a few times, just we're looking through like about 3 or 4 sheets of glass. Two benches. It's hard to see that corner on the far side. Still 2 minutes posted for Lowell. Big power play coming up for UNLV. 8:46 to go.
This is where UNLV, they could pretty much separate the game right now. I know it's a 1-goal lead. You want to have more than a 1-goal lead. Don't want to be based where there's one bounce. You guys can lose your lead. It could go back to 2-2.
Josephson taking this himself up the right wing. Josephson takes it down low, trying to kill some time. Jackson Wyatt turning away from pressure. 25 seconds gone on the power play. Here's Wyatt. Up ice for Max Johnson. Broke through already tonight. Broke the tie. His pass is picked off and sent on out once again by Dylan Walker. Played back up now. Here's Caleb Strong. Strong reverses, takes an odd kick off a kick plate. UNLV still with possession. Cole Wyatt, Mazzillo back out on the ice. Here's Strong. Strong from Mazzillo. Mazzillo, Cole Wyatt. Now Mazzillo, pirouette, shoots, misses the net, rebound, chance, they score! UNLV connected on the power play once again. Heath Mensch takes that puck off a kick plate, buries the rebound.
Sometimes it goes off the wall, sometimes it comes off the stick of another player. That one Heath Mensch got the goal to extend the Rebels' lead to 2 on the power play off of the end wall.
You saw Hunter Mazzillo there, doesn't look too banged up going through the handshake line. Yelling and screaming and pumping his fist. The assistant captain getting his team fired up. 7:37 to go. UNLV newfound 3-1 lead. UNLV 2 power play goals. Our last 2 goals coming on the man advantage. Heath Mensch and Max Johnson finding the back of the net respectively. Ryan Fisher has to settle this one down. Up ice for Williams. Williams finds his man in the open ice. That was Hodgson. Knifed on in by Lowell. Dylan Ford takes his man down. That was Shetland, excuse me. Touch pass by Flanders to Mason Kelly. 3-on-3 the other way. Here come the Rebels. Mason Kelly left that for Flanders. Shot on. Rebound. Steered away. Tristan Rand kicks that to himself. Rand turns away. Gets tied up there by Josephson. Mason Kelly plays that one through. Alec Johnson, D-to-D for Del Monte. Now Rand gets that one knifed away. Del Monte in for support. Rand gets taken down. Del Monte turns one on, knocked it down in front. Del Monte can't corral his own puck. Del Monte, one-time chance for Flanders, blocked in front. And we got a penalty upcoming on Arizona. Tristan Rand going nose to nose with Hunter Hodgson and Mason Kelly right behind Hodgson, maybe whispering sweet nothings in his ear. And they all separate, and Rand and Erickson coming together face to face, and Rand just skating by Erickson, the Knoll rookie. Both of them gonna skate back to their respective benches. It's gonna be Hunter Hodgson sitting for 2. And if you're Arizona, you could be looking at a situation when it rains, it pours. The last 2 goals coming on the power play very recently. And you have another penalty kill here. And Arizona on the penalty kill has struggled all year. That's something we talked about coming into this weekend, and it's really showing here tonight. UNLV didn't convert last night, but now tonight, they're working their magic.
They're being able to convert on the power play, and that's what Arizona's biggest weakness was going into this weekend, was the penalty kill. It was not very good. And UNLV didn't expose it last night, but they have tonight, and at least in the 3rd period.
See us Del Monte wrestling there, lacrosse style position there, the blue line. UNLV still with possession. Here's Cole Wyatt, reverses ice for his brother Jackson. Now Del Monte, point to point. Del Monte, rink wide for Wyatt. Del Monte with a drive, tipped in front, knocked down, go out, knifing at it. Gets directed to the corner. Here's Cole Wyatt. Now Jackson Wyatt with a drive, misses that one wide, takes a kick right onto the tape of Ryan Fisher. He'll clear it. Fresh PK coming out for the Wildcats. 50 seconds gone on the UNLV power play. Nicholas Sepinen's posted on the board. So Hunter Hodgson serving the penalty. Delay of game is the call. Mensch doing battle with his man. They go down. Now Burke. Burke, rink wide for Alec Johnson. Now Mazzillo at the point with a drive into the glove of Sepinen. Heath Mensch gets sent to the ice and takes a few shots, and he's gonna chat with a couple guys, chatting with Overland. He'll skate away. Just about a minute 16 gone now on the UNLV power play.
And the first period, Arizona got away with UNLV controlling the puck. They only gave up 1 goal. Second period was really even. Arizona got a goal. As I turn to you for a second, some extracurricular activity happened.
Luke Burke, as you saw, barking. Palm skyward. He's just hanging out there. He'll dig in against Tyler Shetland. Shetland wins that draw to the corner. And a penalty upcoming to UNLV. It's going to be a slash on Alec Johnson. Touched up. And that'll wipe the UNLV power play with 33 seconds to go. Going to be looking at not as an abridged power play for Arizona when that 33 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey is up.
Yeah, it looked like, pretty sure it was Alec Johnson. Got the stick up high. And that'll be a 2-minute penalty. Like you said, it's only going to be about minute 27 here for Arizona here. But they need to score on this. They really do. There's 5 minutes left. And also, last night, didn't really take out Sepinen at all. When it was a 3-1 game, they scored 1 goal. Maybe they could have gone 2 if they had more time on the man advantage. Let's see if and when they pull out Sepinen here.
We'll keep an eye on Sepinen if he's creeping at any point soon.
I mean, that'll be at least a couple minutes, but just to keep,
Here's Wall with a drive from the slot, save made, fed back to the goal mouth. Nearly fighting its way back. Shot there through traffic, stick to side. And got another stoppage. Jake Berry going nose to nose. Dylan Walker. And Berry palms skyward.
And they're going to call interference on him, too.
Big 5-on-3 opportunity coming up in about 4 seconds for Arizona. A minute 27, 5-on-3. And a 30-second abridged 5-on-4 power play. Arizona back to full strength. Puck set down the length of the ice. There's Williams gaining the zone. Leaves that one on. There's Kioka. Kioka looking. Rink wide. And out of the zone, Dylan Walker will have to retreat under pressure from Mason Kelly. Walker peels away. Now Walker on the right wing boards. Now down low, fed back out in front, directed wide. Mason Kelly really going to work. UNLV finally breaking the puck out of the zone. That's Hunter Mazzillo. Mazzillo skating through. That's knifed away by Walker. Mazzillo's going to hustle back to his defensive post. Bradley Gallant's back with him. 33 seconds to go. Del Monte in the corner. Del Monte really trying to break this play up. Played around. Up ice. Shot there by Malco. Directed to the high glass. Final 10 on this 5-on-3. Played up ice. Kioka waiting. Kioka shooting through traffic. Shot blocked. Malco now. Played back out. Kioka from the high slot. Feeds it down low. Fed out back to the slot. Benedetto sprawling out, and he finds it. It holds for a whistle. 25 seconds to go now. On the Arizona power play. Some frustrated Wildcats on the Arizona bench. That was Nick Kioka spiking his stick and saying something we can't say on the air.
Can't really say it on the air, but if you heard it, lucky you.
And we apologize if
Hey, we're at the time of the day. There's safe harbor laws, you know that? Because It's past 10 o'clock. I mean, did you ever take First Amendment journalism?
I did, but I can't say I paid too much attention.
Oh, no. I love that class. Professor Bates, Dr. Bates.
It was taken over the summer, and I was
Oh,
living
no.
it
He
up,
would like to
turning
hear
21.
that. One of my favorite classes. 401, First Amendment law, and that's how I knew about safe harbor laws. But most importantly, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. When are you going to take out Sepideh? You got to get 2 goals.
Puck tipped on in. 5 to go on the Barry penalty. And UNLV coming the other way, back to full strength. Here's Fisher with numbers. Fisher stepping on in. He whistles that one wide. Fisher electing shot on the 2-on-1 rush there. Off the wall for Fisher. Fisher gains his own, looking, feeds it to Fehlig. Fehlig feeds it to the slot for Grant Smith. Then we got a big pad save from Sepideh in final 2. Busby plays that one up for Shetland. Busby and Smith go careening to the ice. And we got some hits. Alec Johnson gained the zone there, but Grant Smith couldn't get back on side. 1:46 to go, and UNLV 1 shot away from hitting 50 shots on goal.
50 shots on goal. You got to give Sepideh credit. He's played really good so far tonight. If Arizona wins this faceoff, you got to take out Sepideh. There's no what are you going to do? Give up another goal at this rate? I understand if you don't win the faceoff. Rebels doing a really good job of making Sepideh stay in the net.
Galmonte with a drive, steered aside by Sepideh. And here's Williams. Williams pulls up, stops up in his own zone, under siege from Rand, right in front of us. Sends that one down the length of the ice, gets as far as the red. Dalmonte misses a stick of Flanders. We got an icing, and we're going to keep an eye on Sepideh here at 1:25.
You got to pull him here. If you the puck's ice, take out your goalie. 1:25. If you lose a faceoff, you're probably going to lose the game anyway, right, Dom?
Possibly. I mean, Chad Berman not even looking Sepideh's way, so it looks like Sepideh's going to be staying in. Dalmonte flips that one down the length of the ice. Here's Tristan Rand in a puck race. Rand wins that puck race, touches it up, goes up against 2 Wildcats. Rand for Kelly. Mason Kelly, rink wide for Barry. Barry gets nailed by Lowell, and here's Tyler Shetland coming the other way. Here's Shetland. Final 60 seconds from City National Arena. Can't play that one down. Dalmonte off the glass, not out. Dalmonte finally flips this one out. Bounces softly for Shively. Played up ice. Gets as far as the official's crease and then sent back in for an icing. 45 to go.
Now, some things I understand, coaching-wise. I don't understand keeping the goalie out there. You got to score 2 goals. Give your offense a chance to do it. Get them an extra attacker. Do everything in your ability to put some more pressure on the Rebels. I don't think the right idea is to keep the goalie in here. Yesterday, they were able to get a goal in. I felt like if they're able to take out the goal, you might be able to get another opportunity. But this, I don't agree with here, Dom.
Sepideh still in the blue paint. Dalmonte flips that one out. Bounces softly once again at the blue. There's Overland. Now Shively. Shively off the wall and in. Dalmonte. Touched on. Now here's Fisher. Final 20 seconds. Flipped one out. Fehlig in on Overland. Played off the wall for Shively. Final 15. Gets as far as the red. Cross corner dump. Final 5. And they'll just skate it out. That'll do it. UNLV stays perfect at home. Winning quite the chippy game here at City National Arena. And the cameras didn't catch it, but right in front of us, Sam Myers cross-checking the dasher. Failing to break his stick, but regardless, UNLV fight song plays as they celebrate 3-1 victory for the Rebels.
3-1 victory for the Rebels. Rebels control the third period, were able to execute on opportunities, seal the game away. They shut it down in the third period, as we like to say, quote by quote from John Taffer. But what is mind-boggling is after the power plays, there's about 3 minutes still to go in the game, and Sepinen wasn't even looking at the bench to get pulled and get another opportunity on offense. That made no sense to me at all. You could have had an extra attacker, and the Rebels could have used that to their, I mean, not the Rebels, Arizona could have used that to their advantage, and they didn't.
And not sure if our cameras picked this up, but it looks like a couple Wildcat players shook off handshakes from Luke Burke. Go ahead and correct us if we're wrong. Like, shoot me a tweet or something like that.
Well, Burke is a physical player, and some people don't take it the same way as him. I mean, with Burke, sometimes it stays on the ice. Some others, they take it off the ice, and they take it a little bit personally.
Regardless, though, the Skating Rebels remain perfect at home. And Gildy, the homestand, doesn't stop here. Next weekend, Thursday and Friday again, SDSU comes to town.
Midnight time. Midnight time.
Madness. My favorite game of the year.
Your favorite? Goodness gracious. That's the one time a year I drink an energy drink a year is before the midnight game. They keep me up till 3:30, 4 in the morning. I fall asleep at like 6 a.m. College football game day starts at 6 a.m. So
Might as well pull an all-nighter at that point.
Almost, yeah.
And sleep through the early slate of games. But next Thursday, a bit of a different crew. I will be absent. I will be in New York for a few days.
We'll
I'll be
BJ.
back. They'll be back Friday afternoon, flying in at about 3 p.m., so it's going to be a bit of a quick turn for me. But I'll be back for the midnight game, barring any delays, knock on wood. But AJ Reed, ringside reporter, taking over the play-by-play duties. Gildy will stay on the color. Jessica Soul will stay in as the director. Zoe Salas staying as the ringside reporter. So it's going to be a bit of a different look next week. But it's going to be a fun weekend of hockey against SDSU before UNLV takes a week break and hits the road for the Chicago Classic.
Very excited for the Chicago Classic. I really hope that they can kind of keep the momentum next week against San Diego State. Use that momentum to the Chicago Classic. Use that bye to sharpen up the things that they saw over their couple homestands. But yeah, I really like how UNLV's been able to defend home ice. This was the first time all season that they did not have the lead going into the third period. And then in the third period, they dominated, sealed the game away with a 3-1 victory.
As Gildy said it, 3-1 win here at home ice for the UNLV Skating Rebels, sweeping the Arizona Wildcats once again. But for now, we're going to have to say good night from City National Arena. Have a safe Halloween, have a safe weekend, and we will all see you next week for SDSU.